The Irish Psychic Show, for all your psychic needs, live on Internet Radio. For your chance to get a reading with Irish Psychic, simply Skype Tarot Free or call the studio 0144 34 357. International add +353. This show is packed full of psychic readings and advice, so make sure you join the fan page. Details can be found via irishpsychic.net.
Hello and welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. If you've just joined me, thankfully, hopefully you've missed the first part of the show because it was a mess, because it didn't actually connect and nothing worked. But thankfully we're all set up and we're all ready to go. So hello to everyone who's tuned in to the Irish Psychic Show. So if you've just joined me, like I've mentioned, it is a very special edition for the show tonight. I'm going to be joined, and on the line is Mary Kay. I'm going to introduce her in a minute. And Mary Kay is the most fantastic reader that you can have a reading with. So on air she's only going to be able to give you a little sample of a reading, but she's going to do her best, and she's doing past life readings tonight. So if you would like to get one of those and you haven't liked the picture just yet and you're kind of thinking, what picture am I talking about? Well, you need to go on to the Facebook page. That's the Irish Psychic Facebook page. Click like on the picture that says past life readings, and hopefully Mary will choose you for one of those readings. Mary, you're with me.
Yes, I'm with you, dear.
No, we can't hear you. No, we can.
Don't do this now.
We can hear Mary, thankfully. Everything is working.
There you go.
Mary, you're very welcome once again to the show.
Thank you. So thanks for having me back.
You're more than welcome. So you have to tell all the listeners and all the Irish Psychic fans out there what's it going to happen tonight with regards to the past life readings? How does it work, and what do you need from people? Is it okay that they've just liked the picture just by getting the name from them?
That's it. All I need to do is see their name, and I just pick everything up from their name. What's going to happen tonight? This is a reading that started by accident for me. I was doing a show with a lady, and she did past life readings. We were sharing the table. She left and didn't take her sign down. So I was sitting there, I wasn't thinking anything of it, and a fella comes up and says, I want a past life reading. I'm like, okay. And I just said, this is how we do it. And sure enough, that's how it works. What I do is I ask, what past life is affecting this person right now? I'll be given a picture. I'll give the details of the picture, and then I send healing, or ask the picture to heal itself, or I send healing it into it. The picture changes, and when that picture changes, it gives you clues to how you can make changes that will help you today in your life now. So then that picture stays healed in your energy field, so that when you come up against those problems again, it's easier to make those changes. You're not butting up against that hard energy pattern stuck in your energy.
Wow. Well, that's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And there is a special reason why you're also on the show, Mary, because it is for all the listeners of this show that you have a very special offer for them.
I do. I am doing a workshop called The Introduction to Past Life Regression. I'm working in conjunction with Irish Hypnosis, where I trained. And they've asked me to come back because they know I do this kind of work. They've asked me to come back and do a presentation workshop on past life regression. So just for Irish Psychic listeners tonight, for the next 48 hours up on my website is a very special offer. Now, this is at City West, the 17th and 18th of this month of November. And it's normally €199 for 2 days, okay? For Irish Psychic readers only, listeners, €59.
Wow. And that's for the 2 days, Mary?
That's for the 2 days. Yep. For you guys only. Nobody else gets offer. Now, how do I know nobody else is going to get this offer? Because you're on a very special page on my website. If you go to vibrationalinstitute.com, and then you can hit /deals, or just go to the website and click on deals. You'll be asked for a password, and only the listeners tonight will know the password.
Well, don't give it out just yet. Don't give it out just yet. Yeah, no, Mary, because I have to listen in.
You're so good.
Yeah,
you're a good guy.
So, like Mary
but there's
mentioned,
a password.
There is a password, and if you need that password, you have to continue on listening to the end of the show, because Mary will give it out at the very end of the show. Now, again, don't worry about her website. It's going to be on my Facebook fan page, so there is no excuse. All you have to do is simply move your mouse or move your finger if you're on the laptop, and then simply click the button. It's that simple. You'll be taken to Mary's page, and as she's mentioned there, it is a special deal. Now, it was €59, is that correct, Mary?
€59 for both days.
€59 for both days in the City West Hotel. Now, that's absolutely fantastic, and it's only for the listeners of this show and the fans of the page. So if you would like to avail of that, continue on listening into the show. You never know, you may get just a sample of the readings tonight. And again, Mary will give out that password at the very end of tonight's show. So Mary, it's over to yourself. Let's begin, and hopefully we'll get through as many people as we can with regards to past life readings.
All right, we'll do. Yeah, these are a little more involved, so we'll get through as many of them as possible. All right, the first one I want to go to is a very special one, because when I first knew that I was doing these readings today, this just came into my head immediately, and there she is. I was going to there she is. And I got this image. So Mary Murray Gray, I believe is the name. I wrote it down. This is for you, Mary Murray Gray. This was the first image I got today when I said, all right, I'm going to be on doing past life readings tonight. All right, Mary Murray Gray. There's a lot, when I start bringing the picture in, I get a lot of emotion of anger coming in. And when I ask the picture to develop, I get a picture of a samurai, ancient Asian samurai. Okay. And I am so angry. I am out for revenge. My family's been killed. I'm leaving everything behind. I am letting go of all my values. I'm letting go of all my codes, because I want nothing but revenge on the person that helped kill my family. This is very sad and intense, but this is the anger. So if you have anger issues, and they could be unresolved or unknown at the moment, but they're very deep with this picture that's coming up. And revenge is the key here. Anger and revenge to get at. And as I'm looking, I see the samurai going up, and he's found the person. The person is unaware, and he kills the man and gets the revenge he needs. Although at the end of it all, he feels no real satisfaction. There's a minute of jubilation, but then he realizes it didn't do anything for him. So as I send healing into this picture, there's intense grief that comes out, intense grief that's let go of. And again, the picture, we're going back to the beginning of the picture, because when I heal the picture, then it repeats itself, but in a healed fashion. So as we go back now, the samurai now realizes that his family's been killed. We're going back to the beginning. The family's been killed. He sees the family killed. In the healed picture, the family feels anger. He feels pain, but he no longer seeks revenge. He seeks, how can he resolve this with this person? What are the proper channels to take care of this? Who does he go to? How does he sort this out? Instead of going and taking, so revenge is never the answer. Revenge is never the answer. I hope that you enjoyed that, Mary. And
wow. Absolutely brilliant, Mary. And when you're giving a past life reading just like that, is it visions that you get when you're talking about a picture? Are you looking at the person's picture?
I get this one popped up immediately. It just popped up when I just intended to come here and do this tonight. This picture came, so I felt this was very important that it gets said tonight.
Absolutely.
When I look at the person's name first, now when I do it face to face, I just start getting images. Okay. When I'm doing it with the names, I seem to get emotions first and then images. So it's a little different doing it on air versus in person as far as how it's working. But yeah, I just get an image and or an emotion, and away we go. And the picture just sort of creates itself, and then as we send the healing in, it recreates itself in the healed fashion.
Absolutely brilliant. Well, if you've just joined me, and there is some people who've just joined me, you're in for a very special treat because Mary's with me for the next 50 minutes. So again, if you would like to get one of those past life readings, you need to just like the picture on my Facebook page. It is pretty straightforward. There is a picture there that says past life readings. Click like there, and that's where Mary is picking the people for readings tonight. So make sure you do have like that. And as I've said, we're here for the next 50 minutes. Time for a quick break. Do join me after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
No sé por qué me sigues haciendo esto. Cualquier cosa que haga no es suficiente. Estoy cansada de esta locura.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
And you're very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. Well, there is a bit of news, good news, because I'm just after seeing there in the chat room. If you haven't joined the chat room before, it's a very interactive place. And obviously, you need to be a member on Spreaker. That is the application that runs this whole chat room and runs the whole radio show here. But Yvonne Woods, congratulations to your daughter. She had a baby on Monday night, and it is a boy. So congratulations there, Yvonne. And hello there as well to Denise McGuinness, who's chatting away there with Yvonne. They're having a lovely conversation there, as you all can do. If you haven't joined the chat room, you're all more than welcome to chat there in the chat room. Okay, so I'm welcoming back Mary Kay. Mary, you're still with me, of course.
I am with you, my dear.
Brilliant. And we are doing a fantastic job with regards to the past life readings. You're doing an amazing reading for people. So again, if they've just joined us and they're kind of thinking, what is a past life reading? Can you just quickly explain again, if you don't mind?
Certainly. I ask what past life is affecting this person right now. A picture then develops, maybe along with an emotion. I discuss and tell you what I see, hear, or feel with that picture. Then I send healing into the picture and it'll change. It changes back from the beginning, and this is the revised or healed pattern. Now, that pattern will stay in your energy field, because that's where I'm getting this from, your energy field, okay? And it stays in your field. The healed picture stays there so that when you come across similar situations again, it's not so hard to do. That's much easier because there's not that stubborn old thing you've been bumping up against and hitting up against all your life. It's a much easier healed pattern. And it's really about bringing a lot of things into awareness more than anything else.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Well, we'll continue on, and hopefully the next person is listening in. I'm sure they are, because it is a very popular show tonight, especially with having Mary Kay with me. So, Mary,
Yay!
It's over to you. Yay!
Yay! Thank you. All right. The next person I picked up on was Annie Mowat. Now, when I picked up on your name, Annie, there was a lot of anxiety that came along into this picture initially. First was anxiety. Then I was back in Egypt. And in there, I felt like I was a princess. I was part of the royal family, all right? And what happened was, because I was part of that royal family, when the pharaoh died, I also died. I also was brought to the pyramid. I was buried alive. This is you, Annie. So being buried alive in a pyramid in Egypt, a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety. It felt like you just went along, and you were there was no fight to it. You were very dutiful. You took what came to you. You were just resigned. Resigned is the overwhelming emotion that came through after the anxiety. You resigned. This was your fate, and that was the end of the story. And you were buried alive. Now, and I feel, when I say this, I feel so sad, so angry. So anything that you're feeling anxious about or resigned about, or just like you have no choices, this is what we're dealing with here tonight with you, Annie. All right? So I'm going to send healing in. And here we go. I'm going to send healing into this picture. This is on your male side. Even though it's a female life, it's on your male side because it's about your activity, what to do, your assertiveness. All right? So I'm sending energy into the picture now. And as I do, what happens? But on the way to the pyramid, you begin to figure a way, how can you get out of this? You begin to find a way. You begin to talk to the people that are carrying you. They don't want to listen at first, but you find a way. You become basically an activist. You find a way not to have to go into that pyramid. And luckily there's someone, and it's somebody that's close to you now, is in this same life, in a similar position with you now. You go to that person and they help you. They let you go. They pretend they don't see you slip away. And you become an activist to help change this pattern, because it's not fair. It's not right. And you know it's not. All right? So these are the changes you can look forward into your own life. You'll be looking for ways now to make changes, ways to become an activist, ways to take charge not only of your life, but to be a forward movement, to be a voice for those who can't speak for themselves.
Wow. Well,
And
thank you. Thank you very much there, Mary, for reading it. And that was for
Annie Mowat.
Annie Mowat. Well, Annie, we do hope you enjoy that. And there is feedback already from Mary Murray Gray. She says, thank you so much. Now, she missed a little bit of it, so she is going to listen back to the reading again. And for any of the the fans and any of the listeners out there, if you've missed the start of the show, don't worry. Just wait until the show finishes and then simply click play again. It is that simple. And you can, fast forward or rewind, just get to your reading if you did miss it. So it's back over to yourself, Mary. Who's next, please?
Okie dokie. Who do we have? Okay. Let's go to a guy. I only found one gentleman's name on there. I thought, let's go ahead and do his too.
Brilliant,
all right.
Brilliant.
Stephen, and I didn't write it very well. Stephen Doland.
Yeah, Stephen Doland. Sounds right.
Is that his name? Okay. So Stephen, when I connected into your name, I got about two or three popped up pretty quick, but they were all very similar. So the things I'm going to speak about are something that have gone back very, very far in your energy field. All right. Basically, the first one that popped up is back in sort of a caveman times. That's pretty ancient. Okay. And you were the leader of a group. You were a very strong man, a very strong leader, but you were very insecure inside. You had a lot of feelings that you wouldn't want to let others know that you had, because you were the leader. You're the man. You're the guy everybody looks to. Okay. But it was okay for you to have insecurities. But at that point in your life and at that time in that past life, you couldn't let weakness shine, not at all. Now, I'm going to go back and read them all through, and then I'll read the healing of them all as we go. The next picture, but in the next one I have I feel like I'm back in the 500 AD. I feel I'm in Scotland or somewhere very medieval period time. But I'm on a horse and I'm rushing the castle. And I'm out there and I'm first to get there because I'm the leader, I'm the guy, I'm the man. And I'm running down. I'm like leaving everybody behind, because you figure they're going to follow. You're just getting on with it because you want to be the one to take the castle. You've got to take the castle. And you dash down through and you dash up the next hill. You fly in and you fight your way through everything. You get up to the very top, and as you're fighting this last fellow at the very top of the castle, you're not minding, and you fall over and you die. You kill yourself, all right? Not intentionally, but you're not minding. You're just headlong doing things, headlong, not paying any focus to what's going on around you. And last but not least, there is a picture of a knight. Now, this is a bit later, probably. I feel like it's like Robin Hood time. I'm not sure. I'm sure he wasn't there, but that kind of era, all right? And again, you're coming off your horse and you are going through the forest. And again, you're going to do what you need to do regardless of what anything around you is happening or anybody says. Your men are telling you this is ill-advised and you don't care. You're doing it because that's what you do and you're the man. So, and again, all of these are sort of a cover for insecurities. Okay? So let's go through here and let's send some healing to all the pictures. When I go to the caveman, I feel so anxious, so upset, so many things going on inside. But as I'm sending healing in, you learn to, you don't have to actually show your insecurities, but at least pay attention to them in your own private way. Pay attention to those insecurities and make strengths. They're really not. There's a way to take those insecurities and make them a strength. The castle, take your time. In this picture, you take your time. You focus on what's going on around you. You don't go willy-nilly. You keep your men with you to guard your back so that you're not left vulnerable. And last but not least, the knight going willy-nilly again. He's taken the time. He's paying attention. and he's making sure he has his support group with him, and he pays attention to those insecurities and does everything that he can to make them a security, to make them a strength. Okay?
Absolutely brilliant. And that was for Stephen Dollard. I'm just after seeing there, it's Stephen Dollard. So fingers
Dollard,
crossed.
okay.
Yeah, fingers crossed, Mary, that he was listening into the show. But don't worry. Again, you can catch the reading again if you've just missed it. Because some people do go out on a Friday night. Me and Mary, we're here in studio, thankfully. And there is other people listening in as well. I'm sure you all have children there and you're listening into the show. And even if you don't want to go out, because it is freezing. I was saying that to Mary earlier on. It's absolutely freezing out there, Mary. We'll have plenty of walking snowmen on the way home. The alternative snowmen. And Mary, again, at the start of the show, for people who have just joined us, there is a very, very special event coming up where people can actually meet you, and it is a special workshop. Isn't that correct?
Yes, it is. The 17th and 18th of November at City West Hotel, I will be presenting an introduction to past life regression. I'll be teaching it. We'll have a special guest from Irish Hypnosis, the place where I trained, and he will be the director, and he'll be there to speak with us as well. And we're doing a past life regression. We're going to look at really what is it? How do you get a past life? How do you regress to a past life? Is there science to back it up? Can science tell us that past lives do or don't exist? What are the spiritual aspects of past lives? You'll get 2 group regressions. You'll have a manual, and you'll have access online to self-regression audio files that you can listen to and do at home yourself.
Brilliant. Now, you have to say this slowly, Mary, for the people who may not be aware of, the calculations here. How much is usually the course?
The course is normally €199 for 2 days.
So that's $199, which is still fantastic value for the 2 days. But for all the listeners and all the fans of my page and the Irish Psychic Radio Show, how much is it going to be with this special password that you're going to give out at the very end of the show?
€59.
Okay. Now we have to say that again, Mary. It's usually $199.
Yes, $199.
But with this special password, it's going to be €59 for 2 days.
For 2 days, €59 with a manual and access to online regressions that you can do at home.
Now that is simply fantastic, and that's only for the people who are listening into the show tonight and the fans of my site. So again, all the details are going to be posted on my Facebook page right after Mary finishes with me here in studio and we're walking home. Well, actually, we may get the helicopter tonight, Mary. What do you think?
I think so. I would be all for that.
Yeah, normally it's the limo, but tonight I think I'll book a helicopter tonight to bring us home. We may as well.
May as well.
It may as well. But again, I'm going to be posting those details on my Facebook page right after the show. And again, that special password as well. And Mary will give out that password just before we go off air. Okay, time for another quick break. Do join us after this.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.
And you're very welcome back to the Irish Psychic Show. Well, it's now coming up to 23:51 and it is late, but thankfully I'm still joined on the line by Mary Kay. Mary Kay, hopefully you're not falling asleep yet?
Not yet.
Good. And as you can hear, if you haven't listened to the show before, Mary Kay has been a regular here on the show, and not only does she give past life readings, but she also gives fantastic readings as well, spiritual readings, and also, if you meet Mary in person, she does hypnosis. Isn't that correct, Mary?
Yes, I do.
I do. With regards to hypnosis, that can be from fears of spiders, giving up smoking, anything like that.
Absolutely. Weight loss, stop smoking, fears, phobias, anxieties, lots of things. I mean, my motto is if you got it, we can hypnotize it.
Brilliant. And when you say hypnotize, like, you are going asleep. You're under hypnosis, isn't that correct?
Well, see, that's the misconception. Yes, you're under hypnosis, but in hypnosis, you're not asleep. In hypnosis, you're deeply, deeply relaxed and receiving positive suggestions. And that's it. You can interact with me. You can speak to me. You can respond to anything I need you to do. But that's the misconception.
Yeah,
it
I was
has
going to say,
nothing to do with
I
sleep.
thought you were fully, that you're not speaking to you or communicating with you during the
Nope.
hypnosis. Wow.
No, it's absolutely all participatory, particularly if I'm doing a regression. The person has to be able to talk to me so that we can go through what's coming up for the person. So I do private past life regression as well. But when I'm doing like regression for therapy for anxieties and things like that, yes. Now, in fairness to you, there is a brand new technique that's been out for about a year now. It's very old, but it's new as well because it's been reworked by the people where I trained with Irish hypnosis. And it's called hypnotic sleep. Now, once I've hypnotized you, then I will ask your I will ask your conscious mind to go have a rest and a nap. And the reason I do that is because there's something called the critical factor that can still reject suggestion no matter how willing you are to accept it. That critical factor may still want to reject something just because it doesn't like it or it still wants to keep those old nasty patterns. But in hypnotic sleep, I could say we've got a 99.9% chance of that not happening. It works extremely well. I have people who come in for non-smoking who leave and go, they never. I have a lady who smoked 40 cigarettes for 40 years and hasn't touched one. And I did her, 3-4 months ago. Hasn't touched one since.
Amazing. And not only, giving up smoking, obviously it's brilliant for your health, but obviously thinking of the cost saving. So like a session with you, Mary.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's going to really, really improve your bank balance.
Oh, exactly. Well, let's just a rough estimation here. If you smoke 20 cigarettes a day in the course of a year, you're going to spend approximately €3,660 that year to poison your body with smoke. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you come to me for a hypnosis session to stop smoking, the regular price is €250, and you're done.
See, there should be more people out there that just think, right, why am I smoking? Because sometimes it's just, when people start young and they're thinking, oh, I can't, go out through the day without having a cigarette or something like that. And sometimes it's nervousness as well. And even the hypnosis, you're going to cover that in...
Oh, absolutely.
It's not just giving up smoking, but if people say, oh, I have a cigarette because I'm always, stressed or something like that, you're going to cover that during that session as well.
Absolutely. The most common reason, in fact, I can't think of any other reason I've ever been given for people that start smoking is to fit in, to be safe, to be secure, because they want to fit in the group.
Yeah, which is, completely stupid.
Exactly. And we force our bodies to accept the fact that we're going to smoke, and we force our body until, because the body sends messages, it makes us sick, it makes us not feel good, but we just keep going. So the body has no choice but to accept, okay, fine, they've got to smoke, so I'm going to help them however I can.
Yeah. Send
out endorphins and whatever it needs to do to only let you feel 20% poisoned instead of 100% poisoned.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. So again, if you would like to get in touch with Mary, I will be putting her website on my page after this show. And not only, should you contact Mary with regards to the past life regression, but as you've mentioned, she's a qualified hypnotist there in terms of hypnosis. She can sort out any problem, any anxiety problem that you have. If you're a fear of spiders, there's loads of different fears, I'm sure, Mary, not just spiders. There's, fear of paper bags, loads of different things. Anxiety,
you name it, whatever you're concerned about. A lot of people come just to feel more confident, to get over insecurities, to make themselves feel more capable of going forward in life. So there's lots of different reasons.
Brilliant. Well, we'll continue on with the show, Mary. We're doing past life regressions tonight, and thank you very much for joining me as well in the studio.
Thank you for having me. I just love this.
Not at all.
Oh,
So
right.
the next person then who is lucky enough to get a reading with Mary, please.
All right, here we go. I have, let me just turn my little page here. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I have Sarah Hampton here. Sarah Hampton, when I look at your name, when I call your name up, the first thing I get is I get someone who is, I feel like I'm back now. I'm not saying you're in where Jesus was, but kind of in Jesus' time, so to speak. That's the best way I know how to define the time that I'm talking about. So you're back there, and the thing is that you're a fisherman, and you go fish every day, and you walk out your little inlet, and you go out. Now, you don't get in a boat, you don't sit on the shore, and I have no clue why you do this, but this is what you do. You jump into the water and you swim out to an island. And apparently out there you have a little place where you have your little fishing gear, and you sit there and you fish with a stick and a line, which back in those days I thought they used nets, but you choose not to do that. You choose to use the little pole, and you do catch a few fish. You pack them up, and you put them in your little bag, and you put that on, and you swim back to the shore. Why you're not using a boat, I do not know. It's even odd for me, even this. And you just do this every day. Now, your wife is not too happy because you only catch a few fish. You don't catch very many, enough to barely get you fed, and definitely not enough to sell or make any sort of living off of to provide for the family. So the feelings I'm getting for this is doing unnecessary things, doing things that are kind of like, what's that about? Things that, instead of getting to the heart of the matter, it's like elaborating and going all around the mulberry bush before you get to the bottom line. Those are the feelings and things that come up when I see this life. So I'm going to send healing into this one. And as I do, you come out of your little hut and you go out and you buy a boat. And you get into the boat and you begin to go out. You don't go to the island. There's something about that island, like you just wanted to rest and relax there. It was like taking a very laid back approach to things. But now you're in the boat. Now you've got the nets. Now you are really catching fish. You're going out farther and farther every day, more industrious, taking more risks, getting more, and making a better life for yourself. So get to the core of things. Don't do anything unnecessarily, and just get down to the facts. Okay, I hope that helps you, Sarah.
Oh, thank you very much there, Mary, for that. And again, just a note as well, Facebook is down at the moment, so hopefully we haven't lost any of the listeners. Again, if you are wondering how to get the show, simply visit my own website, which is irishpsychic.net. But apparently Facebook is kind of up and down at the moment for a lot of users out there. So, Mary, hopefully your Facebook is still kind of on at the moment.
So far, I'm still with you.
Brilliant. Well, mine is telling me there's an error, and apparently it's an error that a lot of people are having at the moment. So fingers crossed, Mary. We'll keep going anyway. So we'll do one more before we take another break, if we can, please. Brilliant.
All righty. Here we go. Let's see. We have Karen O'Connor. Now, Karen, when I pull your name up, when your name comes up, the first thing I feel is grief. I feel like I have lost everything that even mattered to me. As I look further into the picture, I feel like I want to say I'm like in Massachusetts. I don't know if it's during the witch trials, but it's still a fairly old life. But I feel like I've lost my home, I've lost my family, and you're out in the road, just devastated, and people just walk by you. They don't pay you no mind. Some of them kick you, some nearly run over you, and you've pretty much been left for dead. Now, there's still a bit of life in you, but unfortunately, you give up and you die. And the grief I feel, the grief. Oh. So we're going to heal this picture because I don't think I can bear to feel this one much longer. All right. in this picture now, we're going to set, so it's about being consumed with grief, so consumed that you're doing nothing else. And there is time for grief. But I think in this one, well, let's heal the picture and see what comes up, and I'll give you a bit little longer synopsis here. So let's go into the picture, and I'm going to send healing into the picture. I am so, God, this is overwhelming, darling. All right, as I go into the picture, the loss still happens. You're still left for dead. But you actually look up a little bit, and you start dragging yourself along the road, and you find yourself over to the side, and you get to a tree where you can get just a bit of shelter, and you curl up and you try to mind yourself as best you can. And in the morning, you get a bit of dew, and you put the dew on your lips, and you sort of give yourself a bit of moisture, and you start yelling for help very softly because you're very weak. And finally, someone comes along. They hear you wrestling. They hear you, and someone compassionate person comes and actually helps you. So don't, from this, because you didn't move forward and do more on your own, what I'm going to say is you're still in a period where you do need some help. Grief counseling would be of benefit to you. If there's something going on now, don't be afraid to accept help, and don't be afraid to get something going for yourself. Just a little bit. It doesn't have to be a big deal. Just a little bit of effort every day. Maybe just get up out of the bed in the morning is a great accomplishment for you, and that would be grand. And the next day, that you get up and maybe get dressed the next day. I know I'm being very severe with my with the things, but because I can't see you, I'm working just from what I'm feeling energetically. So I just feel there's a lot of grief, and you just need to hit it face on. If you need counseling, if you need help, please get it.
Brilliant.
And I hope that helps you, Karen.
Well, thank you very much there, Mary, for reading for Karen. Okay, well, it's time for a bit of music now, and this is Dean Anthony with I Miss You. Again, if you've just joined me and you're wondering how can you get one of these past life readings with Mary, all you need to do is just visit my Facebook page. It is the fan page, and simply click like on the page. It is that simple. And once you click like on the page, then click the picture that says past life readings, and you can have one of those readings. This is Dean Anthony and I Miss You.
First kiss, last tear is falling. Don't wanna miss your sweet voice calling me. I can't believe that I'm feeling like this, 'cause I'm still getting to know you. Your tears are like summer rain falling on my face again. And anytime I'm close to you, I feel the sunlight shining through. And I just wanna thank you, 'cause you make life so good. Every day you show me something beautiful, and I love you more than I thought I could. Yeah. Two souls, one mind, two hearts that were intertwined. An empty road that I stand upon. I walk alone since you've been gone. I can't believe I'll never see you again, 'cause I just got to know you. My tears are like winter snow. I've got so many miles to go. Anytime I think of you, I see the sunlight shining through. And I just got to thank you, 'cause you made life so good. Every day you showed me something wonderful, and I miss than I thought I would. Yeah. So many flowers and so many friends, and they talk of love as if it never ends. And I'm standing alone in the middle of a crowd, trying to get next to you. Oh, everybody's trying to give me advice as if they know how it feels to live my life. But there's nothing that I wouldn't do for one more day with you. Oh, I just wanna thank you, 'cause you lived your life so good. Every day you showed me something wonderful, and I miss you more than I thought I would, more than I thought I could. Yeah. Yes, I miss you.
There you go. That was the fantastic Dean Anthony with I Miss You. Well, there is only 15 minutes left of the show, so hopefully we'll try and get through more people for these past life readings with Mary Kay. And Mary Kay, they are absolutely brilliant, I have to say. I'm really loving listening to these readings because it's very interesting compared to, you know, just a normal tarot reading. It's not a tarot reading. You're doing something, you know, completely different.
Yeah, well, it's just another way to apply accessing someone's energy and seeing what's there to help them to move on, to help them change, to help them.
And if someone Mary is having difficulties with regards a relationship or wondering, you know, what should I do with my life? You know, should I go for this job? That's not really a past life regression, is it?
No, that's not really past life reading. That would be that would fall under what I call vibrational reading and healing. And what happens with that is I ask when I get, you know, I go in and see kind of what's in the energy field, what's helping, what's hindering, what does the pattern of your energy say about you, say what needs to change. And then once we get the general things down, then we can ask very specifically about relationships and things like that.
Perfect, I get you. So again, a past life reading is completely different. It kind of sorts out different things that have happened.
Right.
Sorry, go ahead, Mary.
Oh yeah. It sorts out. I mean, if someone's having I have had sometimes relationships pop up if that seems to be what's going on. I've had one or two pop up with relationships, yes. But in general, it's just
it's kind of clearing blockages as well that can be there in your life,
yes,
that you're unaware
yes,
of, because it's, you know, like sometimes people may have a fear of something, and then when you do this past life reading, it goes right back. Sometimes it goes right back before they even realize.
Exactly. And the thing is, it's about repetitive patterns and blocks. Yes.
Brilliant, brilliant. Well, we'll continue on. I'm loving it. So if I'm loving it, as they say, everyone else is going to be loving it. So,
I hope so.
We are
all
indeed.
Right.
Okay, so the next person then, Mary, please.
All righty. Let's see here. Here we go. I have a Shannon Felty. Okay. Shannon, when I connect to your energy, I'm almost like taken aback, like, oh my gosh, a little bit anxious, a little bit worried, a little bit concerned. I feel busy. Now, the picture that begins to come up for me as I'm standing here, I feel like I'm a ballerina. I see a ballerina on the stage. But the problem is, the ballerina is not center stage. She's just a little bit shifted over to the right. Now, shifted to the right tells me that she's all busy and all about what she's doing and getting things done. She's not taking center stage. She's staying to the side where people can kind of see her but not really see her, okay? Now, she's dancing. She is doing different things. She's not doing just one thing. She's doing pirouettes and just a few little twirls in the air. Not doing a complete dance, but doing what she feels she does best. And she does these things very, very well. Very, very well. Okay? But she's not taking center stage, and she's not using all of her talent and ability. And there's no one out there looking at her. There's nobody in the audience. So I feel, again, Russian ballerina, somewhere around the 1700s or so, and doing something not center stage, not nobody appreciating it, and just busy. But what she does very, very well. Okay? So now I'm going to send healing into this picture. And see, when I do, I start getting very anxious, like, no, I don't think I want to do this. No, let's not do this. Yes, let's do this. Now, this is on your right side. This is about your assertiveness as well. It's on your male side. So as I send energy into that picture, it begins to change. And the nice thing about it is, once you make up your mind, Shannon, away you go. Good and easy. Away you take off. But it's getting you to make up your mind. That seems to be the whole problem. Because as I'm sending the energy in, it's like, once you get used to the idea, you'll ground with it. But it's getting you used to the idea, getting you ready to take those steps. So as I send the energy in and I get the picture, you begin to very quickly turn, leaps, and come center stage. Somebody in the back begins to let people come into the audience. You're not afraid to be seen. You're not afraid to take center stage now. And now you begin to leap across the stage and do a much more elaborate dance. And other dancers join, and you are center stage. And I think this is the thing, being seen and center stage. I think you have talents that you're not utilizing. I think, again, what you do very well. But you need to expand, and you need to take more interest and more talent, more ability, and do everything that you know to do. And I hope that helps you, Shannon.
Brilliant. And thank you very much. And again, if you've had one of these readings with Mary, please do get in contact with myself or Mary. We would love to hear your feedback. And if you would like to get in contact with Mary, again, as I've mentioned, her website will be available on my page right after the show. And make sure you click it, because the very special offer, usually the special, it's the event that's happening it's the 17th, isn't that correct, Mary? No, the 15th.
The 17th and the 18th.
Yeah, the 17th and the 18th of November. Usually the cost of that course is €199, so that's €199, which again is fantastic value. But with the passcode that Mary is going to give out just at the very end of the show, it's €59. Now, think of it. You can treat someone for, their Christmas present. Treat a loved one, treat your friend, treat a family member. What a fantastic gift to give someone, to say, listen, this is what's going to happen. There's the voucher. You're going on a course on the 17th and 18th of November this month. And it's I'm sure it's going to be a packed day both days. Isn't that correct, Mary?
Absolutely.
And you don't have to have any, people maybe have this preconception that you have to be, a medium or a psychic or anything like that. It's nothing to do like that. It's completely for the novices out there who want to learn about past life.
Absolutely. This is called Introduction to Past Life Regression. This is for the skeptics as well as the believers, because we're going to talk about it. I'm not going to try to prove a thing to you. I'm going to tell you what we know, what we see, what's happening, and let you make up your own mind. We will experience 2 regressions, one general and one targeted, and you'll have access to online regressions online that you can do at home, and just see what does it do for you? What is it for you?
Brilliant. And again, like I've mentioned, they can purchase it and give it as a gift if they want.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's no problem.
Brilliant, brilliant. Well, again, stay tuned, because it's not long left. There's only 5 minutes left. So if you've been waiting for that hour, for that passcode, because again, it's only going to be available for that 48-hour period. So you need to book fast, because it does sell out. Any course that Mary does, trust me, it sells out. She is fantastic. And Mary, I'm sure they're aware that you have a different accent. So you have to tell the people who are not regular listeners of the show where it is you're from.
Originally I'm from Pennsylvania in the United States. I moved to Texas. I lived there in Dallas. And I moved here from Nashville, Tennessee. I met a wonderful Irishman while I was singing in Nashville. I was singing in Nashville, and I met him. He came over to get music published. I met him, and now I live in Ireland.
Brilliant. And aren't we lucky? Aren't we lucky that the Irish went over there, grabbed you and said, right, you're mine, and then brought you back?
Brought me back.
We're very lucky. And do you like it here, Mary?
I love it here. I'm very, very happy.
Good. Well, that's the main thing.
Very,
but I'm
very
sure
happy.
the weather, I'm sure, was much better over in, Pennsylvania and Texas. But
well, I have to say, when I went home the last time, I said I would never, ever, ever complain about the Irish weather again. Because it was suffocating, and I used to live in all that weather, but I've been so climatized to here that I just went, oh no.
It's amazing, isn't it, the way you just adjust?
Yeah,
and I mean, I know it's freezing out there, but I just love going into the shops and buying that, the biggest woolly jumper that you can get, and just going out, wrapping up warm with your scarf, your hat, everything. I just love that kind of look, rather than just going around in a short and t-shirt, because that's kind of boring.
That is a bit boring, yes.
It's a bit boring, and you're sweating as well. Instead, you can wrap up warm, and you can just go around and be all cozy, and everyone looks at you. And I think we all do admire, different people for their fashion sense. Especially, there's new hats going around there now, and one today that I saw was actually a penguin. It was quite funny, but fair play to the guy who wore it, and it had 2 ears and a big, kind of pointed carrot for, the nose.
How cute.
Yeah, it was actually very... And what's even worse, Mary, is he was at least 24 years of age, 24, 25, so it wasn't, a 12-year-old. We're all getting, childlike nowadays. Right, Mary, so there's only 5 minutes left.
Yep.
So cue the readings, please. Fingers crossed we can get in at least another... Well, hopefully we'll have 2 anyway.
All righty. Here we go. Julianne Moore. All right, Julianne. When I connect to your energy, the first thing, I feel a lot of fear, a lot of anger, a lot of things like that going on. I feel like I'm a knight. I feel I can't quite put the period to it, but I see an armor. You know your job. You know what needs to be done. You're the lead person, but you're absolutely moving in the wrong direction, and your fellow knights try to get you to say, right, you're going the wrong way. This is really what we need to do. And you're just having none of it. You've made up your mind, and that's what it is. No matter what, you're going this direction, and that's what you're going to do. You're very strong, very opinionated in this past life. You do not want to appear weak at any cost. You do not want to appear weak at all. So I'm going to send healing into this picture because, again, a lot of anger, fear, not wanting to feel weak, feeling like you know what needs to be done. And if somebody's telling you what to do, then that's a weakness, and that isn't. That's just life. That's just life. So I'm going to send healing into this picture, and now as you turn, you begin to take counsel from your knights. It's yes, you have the final say, but you do listen to what they have to say, because some of them have some very good points. And it's not that you completely abandon the course that you're taking, it's that you adjust it so that it's more pliable, more applicable to the situation, and you're not actually just barreling through doing it because it's your way to do it. Ease up. Listen to what's being said to you. Take heed to what's being said to you, because it's important. Everybody knows the rules, and everybody knows what needs to be done. But some people just have a different perspective that you need to hear. I hope that helps you, Julian.
Oh, thank you very much there, Mary. And I'm just loving the way people are just getting a snippet of what it is that you do, Mary, because I'm sure during a full past life reading, I'm sure it's at least 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, well, some of these I'll do for an hour. Some of these I'll do for an hour. So yeah, we're only just barely touching
the iceberg. Yeah, big time. And even just with the information that you're giving is fantastic. It's it's straight to the point. You know that you're on air, so you're kind of cutting it short. But it's just there. I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only one, but I can see what you're seeing, if that makes sense. It's so
cool.
Visual. You know what I mean? And it's absolutely brilliant. So I'm amazed.
Well, thank you very much.
Not at all. Well, Mary, it's time for the final reading. So fingers crossed you are that person, and you are that lucky person getting that reading now.
Here we go. All right. Here we go. Katie Earl Kelly. Oh, Katie. Let me check to your energy. Oh, now when I go to you, I feel like, oh, now I'm way, way back here. I am back. I'm at the crucifixion. Okay? I'm at the crucifixion. I'm looking down. And I am at the crucifixion, and you are one of the people. You're very close. You're not right at the cross. You're sort of about 2 rows behind. For some reason, you have a red hood on. I don't understand I don't feel the significance of that, but you stand out. It's red. I feel you're very close here. I feel you're very close to Christ on the cross. You're very close. You're deeply saddened. And you're there, and it's the grief coming through, and you're angry. Why could this have happened? Why did this happen? Why? It's almost like you're taking guilt on in this life for that it happened. You didn't do anything to make it happen, but you're taking a lot of guilt on in this life. So I'm just going to send healing into this at the moment. So you're a mourner there, a close mourner, taking on guilt and grief for what has happened, even though you've done nothing for it. So here we go. All right. As I send healing into picture, you leave the scene. You just get up and you leave. And you go back and you begin to change your life. You begin to do things differently. You begin to, it's like you begin to do the things Christ had talked about. You begin to mind the poor. You begin to look after others. You become an activist, basically. You become an activist. So your life has changed for those reasons. You have become an activist. So grief there is an amount of grief that has to take place, and there is anger that's appropriate. But do something about it. Do something with it. Make a change in your life. Make a change. Take what's been wrong and sad and do something good with it, and find the best bits and make your best next choice in your life. And I hope that helps you, Katie.
Oh, thank you very much. And Katie, please do leave your feedback there underneath the picture as well. And anyone who has had a reading with Mary tonight, make sure you do give us your feedback as well. And Mary Murray Gray as well said thank you so much as well, Mary, for giving her that reading. And she said she had a feeling that, you would pick her. Isn't that just crazy, the way people have, premonitions like that?
Absolutely. Well, it's all about the energy.
Exactly, it's true. Now, before you give out this fantastic password, Mary, again,
yes,
you have to explain to people what's going to happen and why they should attend the event.
Oh, right. Well, on November 17th and 18th, I'm presenting a course called Introduction to Past Life Regression. Now, it's going to be at City West Hotel. It's 2 days. It's fabulous. If you've ever been interested in past lives, if you've been curious, if you're a skeptic, if you just kind of want to know, if you just want to explore, this is for you, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to go in and look and see, does science support it or does it destroy it? Are there things that help us look past life, or what are the problems and are they really valid? Are we creating them or are they already there? So there's been a lot of question and answer. You'll get 2 group regressions during the course and access to online regressions that you can do at home yourself. Now, it's fabulous. We're going to have a special guest speaker. It'll be the director from Irish Hypnosis, Louis Ryan. He'll be speaking to us as well about the hypnosis part of this situation. So it's a great, fabulous weekend. If you're interested or curious, a skeptic or a believer, this is for you. The normal price is $199 for 2 days, but just for the people listening here tonight and fans of the Irish Psychic fan page, this is going to be €59 for 2 days, not $199, but €59. And there's a very special way you have to achieve it. Can I say now?
I'm going to play the drum roll. Here we go.
Here we go.
Ta-da! Off you go, Mary.
I like that. So how you do it is this. Go to my website, vibrationalinstitute.com. Now you can put /deals or just hit the deals tab on that page. Vibrationalinstitute.com. All right. Go to deals and it's going to ask for a password. The password is PLR. P is in taxi, L is in live, and R is in regression. Past life regression, PLR.
Now that's simple, Mary. That is really simple. Now, we wouldn't have cracked it though. We wouldn't have cracked it. So we did need that code. So again, once you go to Mary's page, it's going to be posted on my page within the next 1 minute. You click on deals, isn't that correct, Mary?
Click on deals.
And then you enter the password, which is PLR. So past life readings or regressions. So past life regression. So it's PLR. It's just the initials PLR, and then click enter.
Absolutely. And at that point, you'll be able to purchase it for €59. You'll see my picture there. Oh, and
a lovely picture, Mary. I'm sure it's a lovely picture.
Thank you. And it'll say buy now, and it'll take you to a PayPal site where you can either pay with PayPal or any credit card or MasterCard, Visa, debit card.
Right. Now, say if they don't have any of those, Mary, because some people don't, can they turn up on the day and pay cash? Or does it have to be booked beforehand?
At the moment, it needs to be booked in advance.
Just for your own sake. I mean, because you need to know the numbers as well.
We need to know the numbers. Yeah, we need to know the numbers. This deal is only going to last for 48 hours.
Right, so they do have to be quick.
Yeah, and it will be from now until 11:30 Sunday night, and the deal will be taken down on that night.
Perfect. And even if you don't have a credit card or you don't have PayPal, someone does. So, if you have the cash, to tell your friend, would you mind paying for this and I'll give you the cash. Most people have PayPal. It's, free. So if you if you don't have PayPal, well then obviously just ask a friend, do you have PayPal? I'm sure they'll say yes. They can purchase it on your behalf. You pay them the cash, and then you've booked a place on Mary's past life regression event, and it's for 2 days. It's not just one. Usually this is just one, event. So for instance, say if you turn up on, I don't know what date's falling on it. Is it the Saturday, Mary?
It's a Saturday and a Sunday, yeah.
Saturday. So if you turn up on the Saturday, on the 17th, and then you do the event, usually you go home, and most of the time when you go home, you have loads of questions. Don't worry, you have Sunday. So you can go asleep that night and have all these questions going on in your mind, and then the next day you're going to be, turning up at the event again, and they can ask you whatever questions they want, Mary, from the first day.
Absolutely. There's plenty. I've inserted plenty of places where we have a discussion where anybody can ask questions and get the answers that you need.
Brilliant, brilliant. Well, Mary, can I just say thank you very much for joining me on the show tonight?
And thank you for having me. I really enjoyed it.
You're more than welcome. And the studio, did you enjoy the show?
I did.
Oh, there we go. They're ready to go tonight, Mary.
They are. They're wild.
They're wild, aren't they? They're like that. They're just like that. It's because you're on the show, Mary.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're more than welcome. Well, the minute we go off air, which is in the next minute, you will see on my Facebook fan page Mary's website. Click on that and enter that password, which is PLR, Past Life Regression. It's simple. You will be taken to that special hidden page, and you can purchase your place on that event, and usually it's €199. Even at that price, it's a fantastic price. But I'm telling you, this is only for 48 hours, so make sure, even if you don't want to go, maybe someone does want to go that you know. So let them know. Let them know the deal is on, and it's for 48 hours only. And again, it's for all the Irish Psychic listeners and all the fans on my page as well. And the password is PLR. Mary, I hope to have you on the show again very, very soon.
Thank you. I'd love to come back.
Oh, well, we'll definitely have you on again soon. Hopefully before Christmas, maybe.
All right. Sounds fine.
It's not too far away.
No.
So we'll have to get our festive, jumpers on and our festive theme music all ready for the Christmas special.
There you go.
You see? So you heard it here first. Mary will be back before Christmas. Can I thank all the listeners as well for listening into the show tonight? I'm back on Monday at 10 p.m. So if you would like a psychic reading with myself on Monday, tune in. It's at 11 p.m. And again, I'll be reading there for all the listeners of the Irish Psychic Show. Have a fantastic weekend, everyone. Take care. Good night from myself, Irish Psychic, and from Mary. Good night, Mary.
Good night. Good night.
Good night. Take care, everyone. Good night.
Are you in need of some love advice, money advice, or career advice? If so, simply purchase your reading via irishpsychic.net. Readings are delivered within 24 hours and can give you all the details you require. Tarot, pendulum, crystal ball. The answers all lie within. Readings start from as little as €3, £2, $4. Log on today and see what's in store for you. irishpsychic.net for all your psychic needs.